Now let's take a look at the sources of emotions and moods. What are some of the variables that affect our experience and our expression of emotions? First, stress. Even at low levels, job stress can cause our mood to change. Maintaining a low level of stress helps us manage our psychological and physical health, as well as our emotional health. Also, sleep and exercise. We all know that it's important to get enough sleep, but we also need to make sure that that sleep is of high quality. A deep REM sleep. Physical activity can also help us keep our moods positive. This is particularly true for people who suffer from depression. Physical activity is essential. Social activities. This could include physical outlets, such as playing in some kind of sport league, or as simple as going out to dinner with friends or family. Age and gender. Elderly people tend to have fewer negative emotions. The older we get, the more we tend to focus on the positive and forget the negative. Older adults, through their life experience, tend to be better at self-regulating. They can identify when they're experiencing a negative emotion and then quickly change it more readily than younger people. Women tend to express their emotions more readily, and their moods tend to last longer, due again in part to cultural socialization, more so than biology. People also tend to attribute men's and women's emotions in ways that are stereotypical. He's angry because someone did something to him. She's upset because she's always upset. Those two stereotypes I've heard myself in the workplace. And finally, personality influences what we call affect intensity, the intensity to which we experience emotions. Some people are very in tune with their emotions and experience them very intensely, whether they are positive or negative. Other people, not so much. Personality is correlated with affect intensity.